Hello, I'm George Szirtes. You're expecting Blake Morrison. I don't look much like him. George Szirtes. I read a poem that is in Lebanon Lebanon, which is a poem called Clear. I had actually begun writing a poem during the war, and when I was then asked if I could contribute to this book, then two further verses appeared. There are the full verses. So the second verses appeared, the last two verses appeared directly as a result of it. So it's for, and I'm so glad, it is for the children of Lebanon. It is for them primarily. It is not against anybody, it is not for anybody else. The poem is a tiny thing, but I hope it does some good. The poem is called Clear. To be clear about all this, to be clear at all, is a disgrace, not a virtue. I tell myself here, where I hear no bombs fall, where all is, relatively speaking, well. To be clear is to be convinced about things like death, the concept of justice, and the necessity of certain actions, but day brings no solutions, nor does devoted practice make anything perfect. Perfection is a light in its socket, the sound of the car cruising down a lane, the burst and flight of the swift overhead, the ever-distant star above the roof. And this is as perfect and just as things go, as perfect an operation as anyone manages in a noise and dust of any possibility, including annihilation. So, says the child to the hole in the ceiling, if it could but say it. To the tongue that bursts into light, to the lost feeling in its limbs, to the debris in a lung. The only clear thing in history is pain. The only clear thing in history is silence. In suffering, there is no equality. In the hot rain of silence, there is no balance. Thank you.